I'm in second place and you pass me, what place are you in?
First.
First place.
Yes.
I'm in second place and you pass me. Well, how would you be in first place?
Because I passed you. I passed you, so I'm in first.
I'm in second place, though.
Congratulations. Now I'm in first because I passed you. I passed you. Are we running? Are we driving? It doesn't matter. I passed you. I'm in first.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, I don't know how long I'm gonna be up here. What up, Miss Queen Sun Kiss? This is actually a continuation. I'll probably be up here for a little bit. Panel's open for now. I'm gonna come up a little bit later and continue this discussion. We're gonna talk about Klay Thompson and his cold feet, right? 'Cause that's what they was talking about earlier. Now everybody done seen, Meg the Stallion's IG post. You know, as a matter of fact, if you haven't seen it, what like yeah, where the fuck you been? Where the hell you been? But we gonna bring it up now. Shout out to everybody that done seen this shit, right? And didn't just see it, but also pretty much like broke this shit down for what the hell it is, right? What it is. Um, this is not, what I'm saying, a woman scorned or some shit like that. This is somebody that kind of lives based on the rules of social media, and the rules of social media is to smear somebody before you get smeared. Like that's really what the fuck it is. So pretty much tells you everything that it's supposed to tell you and stuff. So let me bring this shit up. See if y'all are able to see this. I don't know if I'm going to have to edit the way it comes up or anything. I'm gonna show y'all a few things from a few damn perspectives, because this is kind of like, it's just the norm. It's just like what people do. It's kind of how people move and shit like that. Yeah, let me bring that up where people can read it. Give me a second here. because y'all are going to want to read that. All right. But now, while I'm doing that, like a lot of people, like, oh well, uh, she said it. He cheated. He can't just stay with one woman and stuff like that. Not more than likely he can. Like that's all that man done been around. Like he understand. You know what I'm saying, the rules and how this shit work. Like that was Steph's teammate. You know what I'm saying. You know Steph had the kids and Aisha and Riley all around. You know what I'm saying. Coach from Steve Curry, even Draymond. You know what I'm saying, settled down out there. Not only that, you know what I'm saying, Klay Thompson is a second generation athlete. You feel me? Second generation athlete. The whole family athletes. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Klay Thompson played Major League Baseball. His brother played Major League Baseball. Klay Thompson's daddy was a number one pick in the draft. You feel me? Yeah. hmm Klay Thompson's daddy was a number one pick in the draft, played for the Showtime Lakers. You know what I'm saying? All of that. No? So basically, you see a lot of these chicks on here trying, they really just like grabbing for straws. That's really what it is. Like they grabbing for straws because they can't just put it on black men because, man, Klay Thompson mama white, bro. Like you can't put it on black men. You can't put it on thug niggas and shit like that. I don't even believe that nigga Klay Thompson got a tattoo. This nigga ain't never been involved in no type of controversy off the court. Really ain't never really been none on the court. You know, none of that. This dude is a straight up champion. Like that's something that I was trying to explain to some people the other day. It was just like this ain't even like your average athlete. You don't even really compare him to like an Antonio Brown or a Stephon Diggs or an Odell Beckham Jr. or even an Anthony Edwards or anything like those. Is like new money niggas. Like those are new money niggas. You know? You ain't never had nothing before. You finally got something. And whatever, they out here, you know what I'm saying, sowing they new money oats. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Klay Thompson was born rich. You know what I'm saying? That boy grew up in the damn mansion. You feel me? Grew up in a mansion. Ain't never had no damn sugar water, mayonnaise sandwiches, fucking EBT. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Had to walk to school. Ain't none of that. Okay? Ain't none of that. You know, always had multiple cars in the garages. Always had full alarm system and shit. Trust funds and shit. And on top of that shit, that boy mama white. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can't just put this on anybody. The bottom line is Meg thought she had a square, which she did, because Klay is as square as really they come when you talking about NBA players. Like that's as square as they come. You found the squarest, you know what I'm saying, like the most square, rich, successful nigga that's actually available in the NBA that you could find. Let's keep it real. And you couldn't even secure that bag. Or you couldn't even secure that bag. And on top of that, you got your own money, you got your own fame, and all that other shit. You know? And that's what happens when your whole facts report is Google searchable. That's really what it is. So I ain't even talking about what we was on Sir Ism's channel not too long ago, or earlier today, right? And yeah, actually just before I decided to fire this one up real quick. That's why this is an impromptu. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they was like. I know the dudes be talking about the body counts and all of that shit. Man, fuck that, man. Look, y'all already know these chicks ain't gonna be virgins when you get with them. So you can't really expect none of that crazy shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So tripping about body count, you know what I'm saying? That's baby shit. Like that's baby shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's a difference between tripping about a bitch body count, you know what I'm saying? And then just being like, look, like people can chat GPT up or Google search your whole facts report. Like, do you understand? Like your whole facts report, bro, there's some shit up in there, man. Like, You ain't just had you didn't you ain't had multiple owners, you had multiple renters. Like you used to be like an Avis, Enterprise, Hertz, National, rent a car. Like you got all types of miles and they highway miles. And on top of that, you got frame damage. Like you done been in shootings over niggas, this other chicks niggas and all of this stuff. Right? Like you done been rented by all types of, like they done smoked it up. Like they ain't give a fuck about that no smoking sticker in the motherfucker. They done smoked that bitch out, dog. You know what I'm saying? Did donuts in that motherfucker, all of that shit, and the shit's all online, nigga. It's tracks about you and everything. Now I get it, you know what I'm saying? That's a grown woman. They're like, oh well, she ain't allowed to do that. Yeah, she allowed to do that. That's a grown woman. She wasn't married. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't married, so yeah, she allowed to do what she want. Her body, her choice. You feel me? I ain't gonna knock the chick for that. But you can't villainize somebody like a Klay Thompson for not taking this chick seriously. That's all I be saying with it. Like, fuck out of here. Why the fuck would he take this chick seriously? So I'm about to bring it up, you know what I'm saying, later on this morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely um do something as far as that goes. Where we gonna show this chick in the kitchen. And I don't know. Y'all want to call it turning a hoe into a housewife or whatever the case may be. He had that chick in the kitchen seasoning up that meat, you know, making the collard greens, you know, all of that shit, man. Had her doing a whole lot of shit. A whole lot of shit. Right? A whole lot of shit. Trying to find a clear ass shot of this damn post. Yeah, it's a whole lot of shit she was doing. Nigga bought a house with that chick. They like, oh, but you don't buy a house with a woman unless you serious. Yeah, that's normal nigga logic. You feel me? That's normal nigga logic. Like, yeah. But Klay, that's a rich nigga, man. This is what I said on Bomb Cherry's panel the other day. I was like, this nigga moving out here like Oprah. Like, for real, you get a car and you get a car and you get a house and you get a house. And people are like, oh, that's simping, that's tricking. I'm like, that's a rich nigga. That nigga make $250,000 a month. Like, that nigga will buy a house and donate that bitch to charity, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga don't care. Like, nigga don't care. Like, why you buy a house with this chick? Because this nigga be in mad cities and moving and shit. It's like, bitch, I ain't about to go to your house. Like, it's paparazzi and shit all over the motherfucking place, dog. And you can't be coming to my house all the motherfucking time, because on some real shit, Klay Thompson grew up in motherfucking LA. You know what I'm saying? Played in the Bay for 13 years of his career, right? 12, 13 years of his career and shit. And that nigga's really like in Dallas, but he don't really like move like that where he is all acclimated to Dallas. Nigga don't really, technically don't like being in Texas like that. You know? So whatever. We just got a house together, because what's he supposed to be doing? He's supposed to be busting Meg up in hotel rooms and shit? That's rich nigga shit. You know? Rich nigga shit. Like, I ain't about to be copping no Airbnb every time I come into town to see you, or you come into town to see me and all that other shit. You know? Airbnb or a hotel room or whatever. Because they about to mob up the hotel lobby and shit like that. And nah, we just gonna get a house. Straight rich nigga shit. You know? So that's what it is. This man done made over $250 million. A billion with a B. $250 million on the court. On the NBA court. And another $250 million with endorsements. So that's over $500 million with a B that this man done made in his career. All because of his ability to shoot the basketball and stay focused. Okay? They came out with that 75 greatest list a few years ago. Let's keep it real. Klay Thompson should have been on that damn list. You know? So this man legit, even if he didn't make the list, I get it. People gonna be like, but he didn't make the list. I don't care. You know? He had an argument to be one of the 75 greatest players ever. And if you had an argument to be on the list of one of the 75 greatest players ever, that means, for the most part, you definitely one of the 100 greatest players ever. Without a doubt, okay, one of the top 2-3 shooters to ever touch a basketball when it comes to putting the ball in the basket, shooting the motherfucker. Like one of the top 2 or 3 to ever do it. Okay? And the dude got jewelry to go with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That man a champion. You feel me? So if this man wanted to settle down, he would have did that shit, man. And he ain't trying to do that shit. Or at least ain't trying to do it with her. So it's cool. But what type of advice do you think his father gave him? You know? You have fun with this chick until you done. She probably just having fun with you. But make sure you smart. Whatever. You glove up. You glove up. You protect yourself at all times. For real. It's like a heavyweight title fight. Protect yourself at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Don't get caught up. Because she's going to get you. So, look. I can't blame Klay Thompson. I stand with Klay on this right here. Whatever. He ain't stupid. He ain't get caught up with a chick that got a verifiable Hofax report. Now, some people mention the whole, he shouldn't have been playing house with the chick. End quote. Yeah. You got a point with that. He probably said that does kind of fall into the category of leading the chick on a little bit. I get that. I get that. But so, just like I always say, I'm like, whatever, dog. Again, that's rich nigga shit. Whatever. He deal with this chick the way he want to deal with her. Hey, you live, you learn. That's his business. Right? But yeah, he could have been a little smarter with it. You ain't have to be giving this chick the girlfriend or the wifey treatment when you really ain't like the chick like that. But he told her, so hold on, let me bring this post up before I get up out of here. Hold up. I'm gonna drop this link one more time too. If anybody want to come up, I know I might have to get out of here in a few. Give me a little APT at work. What you say down there, Raven? He said Klay saw that shit in Dallas. All they tried the same, they tried the same playbook. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here in a few minutes. But for real, niggas saw the whole facts report. He says Klay saw that shit in Dallas. They try all the same playbook. He said she was doing the typical Texas stop moves, trying to get under family just to swindle. Hey, and she knew what was up. She knew she thought she knew how to get that nigga like, yo, I'm gonna just cook for that nigga, man. That nigga ain't never had a real good meal, dealing with them rich ass stop models and shit, and his mama white, dog, so she probably can't really like cook and season meat like that and shit, and he ain't had no real Thanksgiving dinner and shit, so she, she busted down. Hey, for real, for real. But You know what's up, man. You just rip the band-aid off real quick, and we just gonna have to end this, right there. So there you go, right here. Got to put that graphic together, right? Okay. So y'all see the words. It says cheating had me around your whole family playing house and got cold feet. Look, she got cold feet in quotation marks, right? You got cold feet. So what does cold feet mean? We use that term to describe runaway brides and shit. Niggas that goes, niggas and women that go the distance, and then just like, you know what? I don't know. Like, I don't know. You probably ain't the last one. That's it. That's it. Like, I did kind of like you. It was looking good at first, but the more I got to know you, the less I think this is going to work. I mean, what the fuck else is there? You got cold feet. But hold up. Let's go a little further. And look, when I come back in a couple hours, and if anybody wants to come up, keep the conversation going, I'll let this shit run while I handle these damn appointments at work. What up, Jill's Comfort Zone? But, y'all gonna have to have some other shit. Hold up. So, she says, holding you down. And what up, Letitia McGee? Shout out to Letitia McGee. In the building, Mo Business. What up? She said, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment toward me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. End quote. So he told her, I don't know if I could be monogamous with you. In other words, you ain't the last one. Like, I tried, but man, you ain't the last one. It ain't you. It ain't you. I ain't taking you serious. But here, I read this a little bit deeper where it says holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment toward me during your basketball season. Me. Nigga don't give a fuck about you during his basketball season. Like, athletes, especially champions, like a Klay Thompson, it's tough because their careers have a shelf life. Like, they do. And, the mortality of a Klay Thompson's career is literally staring him in the face. He's actually had to stare it in the face a couple of times with the ACL tear and the Achilles tear. Okay? But they don't even want to go a step further because this is something that you're not going to hear on a lot of these channels because let's keep it real. A lot of these girly ass niggas don't even fucking watch sports and I don't expect the chicks to do it. Look, let's keep it 100. The things that Klay Thompson has sacrificed in the name of winning is unprecedented. Like, it's unprecedented. You have not seen it really with any other athlete. Okay? And this goes all the way back to 2017 or 2016 when him, Draymond, Iguodala, and Steph Curry took that plane ride out to the Hamptons to recruit Kevin Durant. That was the first sacrifice right there. Okay? Klay Thompson is no longer an all-NBA player once they brought on Kevin Durant. Now, people are like, what does that mean? Does it mean Klay Thompson is still not a great player? Absolutely. He's still doing his thing. But because he's not an all-NBA player, he's no longer eligible for that Supermax extension from the team that drafted him. So because of that, that cost him $90 million, motherfucker. Real money. Guaranteed. Did it all for the sake of winning. For the sake of winning. So that's the first sacrifice. All right? $90 million just to win. And I wish I could show y'all the clip because I remember when they told him, man, hey man, yeah, you didn't make like all NBA, you didn't make first team, second team, third team, none of that. He was like, oh, for real? Damn, man, you serious? Like that's what it was, man. They called him in real time. He's like, you serious? But hey, nigga ain't even trip about that shit. $90 million, like nigga ain't trip about it. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'd have been in therapy about that shit. You know? Like I'd have been in therapy over that shit, but that's not it. That's not it. All right. So yeah, he sacrificed that in the name of winning, won 2 more championships, got to the finals the 3rd time. The motherfucker you helped to recruit over there done popped his Achilles, and now you got to pick up the slack because you had to get rid of a bunch of your bench just to be able to get that motherfucker. So Klay had to be Game 6 Klay. And he ended up tearing his ACL in the finals while he was out there hooping. Cost him a season. Cost him a season. And then when he came back from the ACL tear, in practice, he pops his Achilles. Cost him another season. See, a lot of people think that that's just a job you just show up to. Nah, man, you got to be mentally prepared for that shit. And then you got to rehab and all of that other stuff too. So when he does finally get back on the court, they think that it's like NBA 2K. Oh, you just put on a jersey or some shit and you're just the same motherfucker you used to be. Nah, bro, you got a scar. You got scars on your leg from this damn surgery that ain't never going away. Like... You're gonna have a reminder of this shit for the rest of your motherfucking life. You don't move the same way, you don't jump the same way. You know what I'm saying? The jump shot is everything, you know, to a dude like this. So we know it. You know what I'm saying? His numbers declined, they dwindled, but whatever. He still came back, you know, made sacrifices, had to sacrifice a little playing time, all of that stuff, and got another championship. And then the Warriors is like, hey man, you hooping, but yeah, man, we can't give you all that money, man. We can't give you know what I'm saying? We can't give you 150 mil. You know what I'm saying? Another deal. You might want to seek out greener pastures elsewhere. So yeah, Klay ended up having to sign with the Dallas Mavericks because he still wanted to compete for championships and he felt like he was worth a certain amount of money. Cool. He go over there to play with Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. 6 months later, they trade away Luka Doncic after making the damn finals for Anthony Davis, who ain't even there no more. And then Kyrie tears his damn ACL. He over there with a damn rookie, a rookie white boy, and they can't even make the damn playoffs. This nigga stuck in Dallas, dog, under contract, stuck. You damn right that motherfucker going through some shit. So, does that mean that mood swings are normal? Does that mean it's right? You know, no. But Klay is not a normal nigga. So look, you either gonna be the basketball wife that understands that you are with a champion and you either know when to just shut up, give that man his space, or you know just the right things to say, when to say them, or you just gonna have to accept the fact that this really ain't for you. So when you talking about you try to make it on some what about me shit, nah, man. That man's like, yo, man, this ain't gonna work, dog. Like I got shit to do. Like I got shit to do, and this chick, she's kind of annoying. I ain't getting on my fucking nerves. You know? Like, yeah, that's the way it be. So for all of you chicks that believe that Meg the Stallion is the star of every goddamn show, that is not the case when she dealing with a motherfucker like Klay Thompson. He's like, nah, you ain't the motherfucking star. Like, I got shit to do. And if I can't put the ball in the basket and I can't compete for championships and at the highest level with the best athletes in the fucking world, I don't quite feel like myself. So that's what it is. And I don't expect a chick like Meg the Stallion to get it. You know? Cause her career ain't predicated on that shit. She trying to hold on to fame. You know what I'm saying? Like when them cameras come, she posing for the camera. She smiling for the camera. This motherfucker trying to avoid the camera and shit. Like whatever though. I'm just trying to get in the gym and put the ball in the basket. Like I ain't got time for this shit. Make appearances and you posting for the gram. Nigga can't eat a motherfucking meal without this bitch fucking taking goddamn fucking selfies and videos and posting the shit. Like the whole goddamn internet knows every time my bitch cook me a meal. What the fuck is this? Like kind of annoying. So when they have rumors like he ends up with a chick like Lexi Brown, facts bro speak, you know, when he ends up with a chick like Lexi Brown, if that was in fact the woman that he was cheating with, and we're going to do a deep dive into that in a couple hours when I get back. Understand who Lexi Brown is. Of course, she a little cutie, you know. I know when she all dolled up and shit, you know what I'm saying? She used to be on Gil's Arena, you know what I'm saying? But she's also a WNBA player, but she's also a second generation ball player just like Klay. Her father was D Brown, who used to play for the Boston Celtics. I know a lot of these niggas that don't watch sports or don't know anything about that shit. Y'all don't know that, you know? So not only does she understand the ups, the downs, you know what I'm saying, the mental focus needed to come out there and perform at the highest level every single night, but she also understands that shit from the perspective of a man to a degree. At least she understands it from the perspective of a woman that has to share a household with a man that goes through that, because her father went through that shit. She know what it is to be born rich, all of that, have all of these expectations, maybe be able to meet them, sometimes not be able to, even be able to exceed them at times or whatever. So she likely knows just what to say, when to say it, and when not to say nothing, and when to back up and give that man a little bit of motherfucking space. Oh yes, go Knicks. Yeah, we're gonna interrupt this scheduled show to say go Knicks. And real shit, shout out to the New York Knicks. That's exactly what the fuck you supposed to do to a fucking team that ain't really supposed to be there. Do you understand that team has the Atlanta Hawks won 2 games in that series by a total of 2 fucking points? Fuck out of here, bro. Okay, that is the epitome of luck. Of luck, you know. So no, you don't really rate. And I know people be like, but Meg more famous and Meg look better. And they don't give a fuck about that shit. You don't give a fuck about that shit. And even if you want to break it down on an entirely different level, this is why a lot of these side chicks be winning against chicks that be trying to pressure motherfuckers. So when you talking about this motherfucker get cold feet and he can't be monogamous, I don't know if you can be monogamous, or during your basketball season now you don't know if you can be monogamous in quotation marks. So she literally telling that motherfucker, or she's literally telling us that he told her he don't know if he could be monogamous with her. So how can you go from one line in the post saying cheating and then saying he told you, I don't know if I can be monogamous? That ain't cheating. That's not cheating at all. Meg the Stallion, you are just another horse in the stable. That's it. You are a horse in the stable. You're not just a stallion, you're a Mustang. And what do I always say? When it comes to sports, Kojak, shout out to Emperor Kojak. Hey, can't put a saddle on a Mustang. Can't put a saddle on a Mustang. Just let it run. That's what it does. You know? And he ain't want to put a saddle on that Mustang. I respect that. That's it. Let the motherfucker run. That's what it does. It's not to be ridden. It's not to be rode by no one rider. Fuck out of here, bro. It just runs. And so that's it. You know? Hey, but hold up. Before I get up out of here, let me just end it with this, right? And I will be back in a few hours. Probably about 2 hours or so. All right, if that, maybe about an hour and a half. But hey, I told you about this before that series started, Kojak. Look, man. That was a bad matchup for y'all, bro. That was a real bad matchup, bro. You remember I said it, though. I was like, bro, that team is physical, dog. Y'all are physical, but they even more physical, bro. You got Duncan Robinson as your fucking starting two guard, bro. That white boy can't guard nobody, dog. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I like him. You know what I'm saying? I remember when the Heat went on their finals run. That boy was coming off the fucking bench, dog. For an 8 seed, and now all of a sudden he's the starting point guard for a 1 seed. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to make that move for CJ McCollum. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't real shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was supposed to be out there trying to get Devin Booker or some shit. Somebody, but you know, Duncan Robinson, that motherfucker can't guard nobody. Them boys are just beating y'all up. That's it. They not just they're not beating. They're beating you, but that's because they're beating you up. I'm sorry, you know, about that. It was a bad matchup. It was a bad matchup, bro. You know, that's really it. Y'all boys are putting in work, but they're just a little, like, they're deeper, tougher. You know what I'm saying? They're deeper, tougher. There's blood all on the court and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfuckers don't care, bro. That Magic team comes out there and they like, hey, man, fuck it. Each one of us is 6 fouls and we gonna use all 6 of the motherfuckers. That's the way them boys play. Real throwback series, man. Great fun. I told you it was gonna be a fun series to watch. I knew it was gonna be physical, which is it's the way y'all like to play, but they playing y'all game a lot better. Yeah, just better than y'all. They're like I say, they're tougher. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say yeah they're tougher. They're more physical, bro, and I wouldn't say that they dog walking you, bro. They're playing it like they're supposed to, bro. They're possession by possession. You know what I'm saying? Half by half. That is what it is. They like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If we score 60 points, you going to score 59. And if we score 60 points, y'all going to score 65. But y'all going to feel it. Y'all going to earn all 65 of those shits. That's real throwback shit, bro. That's just real throwback shit. Reminds me of the 90s, man. I like watching it. But it was just a bad matchup for y'all, bro. It was a real bad matchup. Real bad matchup. On that note, man, I got to get up out of here. I will be back in a couple of hours. I'm going to kick it back off. I have a thumbnail, you know what I'm saying, put together for this. And we're going to open up the panel and we're going to talk about this whole, you know what I'm saying, Meg, Klay, shit, and everything else. And shout out to Black Pearl. She know what's up, man. The Knicks are doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we kind of got stung too. Believe it or not, y'all series ain't over. Y'all series ain't over. It ain't over. I don't think anybody will be surprised if that shit goes 7 games. Ain't nobody gonna be surprised if that shit goes 7 games at all. And yes, Duran did get posterized. That shit was disgusting, bro. That motherfucker, bro, that bitch went coast to coast and said, fuck it, I'm going over and through that motherfucker. That nigga got posterized by a G League player, bro. That nigga was a G League player. Like that. That's not good, bro. That's not good. Your boy cost himself some damn money. Duran cost himself some money, bro. I know he tried to bet on himself and hold out for that contract, but it don't look like it's gonna happen, bro. It don't look like it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Don't look like it's gonna happen, bro. Damn, I hate seeing when guys bet on themselves and then lose the bet. I hate that shit. But yeah, on that note, man, I got to get up out of here, man. Definitely a pleasure. I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of y'all. And this is definitely some deep shit, man. Deep shit. But make sure you come back, Kojak, because, bro, I fucks with you, bro. But that was just a bad matchup. You ain't got to feel bad. Your boys just got a really bad matchup. That was really probably the one team y'all didn't want to see in the first round. Salute.